Welcome to The Dentist Show. Let's jump right in.
Welcome to The Dentist Show.
Welcome to The Dentist Show.
We are back in Spokane.
Yes, we love Spokane.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a little
Actually,
cold.
if you look, you can't tell on the camera, but Chase here is freezing.
Yeah.
He's like all closed in. Like
Very cold. I don't think I've warmed up since dinner. We ate at a restaurant and I was cold the entire dinner.
the restaurant was cold today.
Yeah, when you said you had it back on the back table, I'm like, yes, that's probably by the kitchen. It's going to be warm, not by the front door. No, it was cold.
Yeah, maybe they have the AC running in the kitchen because
Probably.
it's so hot back there.
And it's Washington. You guys are
Yeah.
just cold-blooded or warm-blooded. What lives in the cold weather? Like the animals? Warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
Well, I mean, warm-blooded animals live in every...
Well, I mean, okay,
Yeah,
what's
right.
the only ones that live in?
Well, like in Arizona, I mean, we would venture to say like lizards and snakes live in the desert,
And
right?
are they cold-
And those are cold-blooded.
yeah, so the warm-blooded would be in Antarctica or
Yeah.
Alaska.
And I also think geckos...
Don't live in Alaska.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we are here again.
Gosh,
I don't know what you're talking about. You're warm-blooded, cold-blooded. I just know
Anyway, Chase is
cold-blooded
cold.
murderer.
That's all we know. Chase is cold, and we're trying to heat him up. I bet you if he had a head of hair, he'd be warmer.
It's true. It's
Let's
true.
get you a wig. We've talked about that.
Yep. I'm still waiting to hear back if somebody thinks it's wetty underneath there.
Yeah.
So one day, Brady Smith, Geno Smith, that's where it went. That last episode.
Brady Smith and
Geno.
which Brady
Geno
Smith.
Wickman.
Brady Smith sounds like a football player.
Oh, I'm sure
Like
it was.
Tom
Those are like
Brady.
the most American
Yeah.
names ever. Brady and a Smith. Like, come on, Brady Smith's parents.
Yeah.
At least you could have named him Ryan.
Yeah. Oh,
Bushman.
Ryan's a pretty popular name.
No, Ryan's super popular because
Yeah.
Bushman is not.
No, Bushman is not.
What's your genetics? What's your ancestry?
I've never done 23andMe.
You know your ancestry?
I know we hail from Germany, mainly.
How do you say Bushman in German?
Oh, I don't know.
Bushman.
You tell me.
No idea.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely don't look German to me, and your
Oh.
name is not German.
What would you say I look like? Profile me.
To say something else, but or not.
Yeah, this is a PG.
Cuban.
Cuban? Okay, I'm Cuban descent.
Cuban.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah,
Cuban
whatever.
descent.
I.
We're
Yeah.
going to get canceled if you start.
I don't know what you look like.
I look like, I don't know if it's close
American.
enough. I look like I scraped a tote down my face this weekend because I did.
Well, you look American.
Yeah, thank you.
Overweight American.
Yeah,
You fit the.
I fit the bill.
Yeah, me too. We're on the same. All right.
Yeah.
Are we on live right now?
Yeah, we're totally recording. We've been
Okay.
recording for like 4 minutes and we have no content worth sharing with the world. And I hope you enjoyed it.
I hope you know that he is German, I guess.
Yeah. You know what? Let's look into that. Next podcast, I will roll out my
Ancestry.
I'll look it up on Family
Okay.
Tree or whatever that website
You
is.
should. Or just spit in a little tube.
I don't think I'll be able to have that ready by the next episode.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, just look up that because you can't be a Viking king descendant.
Yeah, not everyone's a Viking like the Davis family.
Yeah, we're a descendant of some king, a conqueror
Oh,
in Norway-ish area,
Yeah.
Scandinavia, and then the immediate family came from England in the 1800s. But
I'm related to Butch Cassidy.
no, you're not.
I am. I'll show you. I'll pull it
His
out.
first name's Bush. Your last name's
No,
Bushman.
Butch. Butch.
Oh, Butch. Yeah.
Do you even know who
No.
Butch Cassidy
Is that the cowboy?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the bank robber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The real one, not the movie star.
Yeah, not the movie star.
All right, Bushman.
Okay. Anyway, let's get onto some topics that actually brought us here today.
We're only 5 minutes in. We can
Yeah.
go another 5 of BSing.
Well, so during our last podcast, you brought up, not quitting.
I want to quit.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah. Actually, we almost had a moment
You see some
offset and off air. I had to talk Chase back into going into business.
Ryan got a message from a dentist that denied our job offering.
Yeah, it was actually, if you were watching the last podcast in person
On YouTube.
on YouTube,
Yeah.
you probably would have saw I got distracted for a second.
He went to look up Geno Smith's name.
Geno
Wickman.
Wicken.
Oh, Wicken?
Wicken or Wickman?
I don't know. Wick something.
Yeah.
And he got memorized by his phone because he just got a breakup letter.
Yeah.
from a
She
dentist
broke
we
up
were
with me.
recruiting.
Very nice gal. I hope nothing but success for her.
I don't. Hope her cat dies. No, just kidding. I don't know if she has cats.
I'm going to cancel you at this point.
No, we hope the best. I always tell dentists when they're like, if we separate or if they don't take a job, it's almost the opposite. Like if you're a team, like a team member that you didn't give me a chance, like, okay, go, hopefully you do something else better.
Yeah.
But for dentists, I always offer like, hey, I know a lot. I'm a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
You're always welcome to text me or help if you need help with a contract or if you need help with if you were trying to buy a practice and want to run things. And that goes for all of you that are dentists or business owners. Just hit me up. I love helping people. But dentists have a little special place in my heart because sometimes we get in this profession and it's not exactly what we thought we're getting into.
Yeah.
And so I have a little special place for them that I will always help.
It's funny you
All
say
my
that.
dentists.
I'm like, I just want to help assistants like reach their goals in life.
Yeah. Assistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not just assistants, but like you want to help doctors. I'm like, I just want to help our team members.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
But like say you offer this job to the Sally girl to be a front office girl and she says no, you're like, okay, hopefully she finds something she likes.
Yeah, hopefully it works out for her elsewhere.
For this dentist, you'll reach out and say,
I get what you're saying.
Let me know if I can help you with anything. You're not going to say that to just an office team member that didn't take the job. You might do it for someone who's been with us for a little bit of time.
Yeah, or made a special impression in some way. I get what you're saying. So as an owner, if you offer a job to someone and they decide to go elsewhere, you'll be kind enough to just say, hey, if you have any questions or anything comes up, shoot me a text.
And I totally mean it too. I just not insincere or anything.
I gotcha.
And we are obviously biased. And if a dentist doesn't take our job, it is mind blowing. Like they really don't understand what we offer them. Mm-hmm. When they go work for some other company.
Yeah.
And there are some great people and no one as good as we are with our culture, our team, our branding, our message. Like we're all right on point.
Yeah.
And I think it's always crazy when they don't take a job offer because of something they do not understand.
Yeah.
Like
adjusted production.
Yeah. Adjusted production versus collection. You guys, I hope everybody realizes that's the same number.
Yeah.
It just one pays out first. Like adjusted production, you get that as soon as you do the procedure. Collections, you get the money when we get paid, and it's the same number.
Yeah,
it's exactly.
It's ultimately the same number.
So if you get paid adjusted production, typically your contracts do not have a daily guarantee. If they do, then your dentists probably don't know what they're doing. And they're probably not getting paid on adjusted production. So anyways, that's neither here and there. Yeah. Or there are other reasons, silly reasons like, oh, you're not going to pay my malpractice insurance. Well, that's $1,000 or $2,000 a year. And we're offering to pay like $300 and the other jobs, $150.
Yeah. So you're going to make just a few $1,000s more.
Yeah. And we use all that money and like I was complaining to him the other day, how I was complaining to Ryan, how sometimes we acquire a practice or someone comes on board that we've recruited and they want to keep the best things of their previous employer and then take the best things that we have offer. And then they complain when we don't match everything the previous thing. They did like one thing good.
Yeah.
And we offer 5 things good, but not that one thing. They'll bring up that one thing. Well, my last company paid me for this. I'm like, but we do all this for you. Anyway, so that's I went into.
He's a little bitter.
Not bitter, just all these fresh experiences the last couple months, but
fresh experiences. I like that.
Fresh memories.
Yeah,
and they will probably stay with me my whole life and take me to an early grave.
That's where all of his hair went. Got to the grave first.
Yeah. Do you realize? I think the way we are. Let me speak for myself. The way I am will 100% put me in my grave before like most of our associates.
Yeah.
You ever think about that? Like this.
Do you think the way you are up late working or?
No, just the stress we take on.
Yeah. the level of stress,
yeah,
stress
constant
load.
stress.
Yeah. Where like if you were to get a call that you had a sterilizer go down in one office, your main doctor walked out in another one, and someone slipped and fell in the parking lot, you'd be like, oh, just another day. Just another day.
Exactly. Just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
It's just another day, man. That's like so much stress that my body takes and doesn't even realize it.
Yeah. I've never had a day where all those things specifically happened, and we've had days where it felt like that happened.
Like dentists don't walk out on people, but everything else we had, like team members or hygienists or.
I've had a dentist, after I've had a lot of crappy things happen, tell me that they're also quitting.
Yeah, that's not a cool person.
I've done that to you.
Yeah, but everything wasn't hurting. It was
true.
You just breached your contract. Your word is dead to me. But because I will die before there's not a moment in my life where I go, I have nothing to do, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's constantly someone's asking for something or I promise something and it's a constantly like go, 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 go. Oh, I get to sleep. Oh, I have to wake up, go work out and then go, 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 go. It's even when Raquel and I went to Italy, we'd had fun. No one really bugged me on Italy, but in the whole time we were there, it's just in the back of my mind. Like, how do we prove this? How do we prove that? And oh, that's cool. Look at that statue. That look cool in the office or like, like how can we have artwork? Like, not like the male frontal nudity, but you know what I mean? Like how that's cool how they did us this tour. Like how could we implement something similar? You know, like it's constantly my mind's always racing about.
You're just running.
Or if it's not even racing, like how to improve the business. It's like I wonder what this guy, because we did like a private boat, so he's just driving a boat. I was like, I wonder what this guy thinks. Like, what's his margin? Like,
you're so funny because when we were on that boat together in Portugal, the whole time we were on that boat, Cassie and I were up sitting by the captain, and we were literally talking to him about things like that because I can't shut it off.
Like, what's your profit margin?
I'm like, so what do you guys like? What do you net off this?
What's your turnover rate? How many
employees do you feel like you go through in a year?
What's your break even?
Yeah.
What's your efficiency? Can you do 2 of these tours a night? Sunset cruises? Can you make that happen?
Yeah. How do you do 2 sunset cruises a night? That's what I want to figure out.
Can you like tow a boat behind you? If that's the second boat, half off. You're in the tow boat. You're in the raft that gets towed behind the sailboat.
That's right. I mean, well, it's the same concept of like how many offices are sitting out there empty every night, not generating any funds.
Yeah.
I've thought about it so many times. Yeah. How do we make this thing make money when we're sleeping?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't happen because we have team members that don't want to work.
Yeah. Apparently they want to sleep too.
Yeah. They don't want to work all night.
Yeah.
Well, here we are. So we wanted to talk about why you can't quit. And maybe this will be an abbreviated session about it and why we keep going, even though I will die earlier because of it for sure.
Yeah, I think we kind of got into it.
I mean,
level of stress. Can't quit.
Can't quit. I'm fat because cortisol. Yeah, that's why I'm blaming it on.
Yeah. It's not the overeating.
What's overeating? Because you're stressed.
You can't spell or what is it? Stress spelled backwards is desserts.
Is it?
Yeah, stressed spelled backwards is desserts.
Okay, I like
Isn't
dessert.
That funny?
Actually, I'm not a sugar guy. I'm more of a sweet guy. But yeah, so
wait. You're not a sugar guy. You're more of a sweet guy. Talk to me
salty
about
guy.
this.
Salty guy. I like salty things.
Yeah, I'm a savory kind of guy.
Savory, thank you.
Ooh.
So say you're like super stressful day. Like sometimes my Mondays are wild, and you want to give yourself a treat, like a instant up.
Yeah,
they're
called monsters.
No, not monsters. That's just energy. But don't. Like if you eat like fast food, doesn't it like automatically like when you start eating is like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I got MSG in me. I'm good.
Up here, hit me a Zips Belly Buster's the name of the burger here. Okay, it's a local food chain.
All right.
Man, you give me one of those and some onion rings.
Yeah,
I'm winning.
You're winning
until like 30 minutes later.
Yeah, and you feel sick and you're exhausted. Yeah, I think that's cortisol, man. That's like super stress. And you're like, I need something, and it's MSG, and that's why we get fat. We overeat because we're eating our sorrows away.
Yeah. So how do we help Uh,
I don't know. I feel like we're making it depressing.
I was gonna say, yeah, maybe you should quit. Like maybe that's what we're coming to.
Yeah, maybe.
We're gonna have an episode back to back where Chase realizes that he doesn't want to do this anymore.
It's just gonna be Ryan, and Ryan's
Yeah.
gonna say he quit.
Yeah, just or we'll just have a flat line like when broadcasting used to do those like test things on TV. I'm sure they still do them. I just don't watch TV anymore. But it's just like,
Yeah, he's gone. He's done. He sells a boat and throws a wrap behind it
yeah.
to get extra revenue.
You know, I actually make the joke, and I say it's a joke, and I'm really want to make it a possibility. Is when I do sell and when I am done, I just want to drive a boat.
You're like, isn't your uncle the one that?
He was a sailboat guy. I was
And
Cassidy's uncle.
Oh yeah, didn't he like sell everything and got a sailboat and
Yeah, took his whole family
Is he
out.
still doing that?
He's now sailing with his new wife,
Ah,
not his kids.
okay. So he's still selling though. He's still
Yeah.
living the dream.
Yeah.
He's probably not listening. So
No, I'm talking like be a tour guide type thing. Like just chat up random people and drive a boat in Portugal.
that is not me at all. You'll see me on Hayden Lake by myself, fishing, surfing.
Yeah.
hanging.
Maybe sunbathing in the nude.
Yeah, the Viking is
Yeah,
out.
the Viking
the
is
hairy
out.
back guy. And I wouldn't care because I'm old.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Yeah,
care
yeah,
what
you'll
you
be-
say.
yeah.
I don't care what you think.
Okay,
of
so
me.
why shouldn't we quit? Like for real, we
I don't know.
we gotta.
I think we're sounding pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, I have some reasons
Okay, let's hear
why you do matter, and you do make a difference.
it. Yeah, but does it matter to me?
Doesn't matter to you. Do it for God and country.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We do. You are enough.
Yeah, you are enough. I think we can take this as silly as you want. We can talk about like getting into dentistry, getting out of dentistry, why you don't quit dentistry, and we can bring it to like super somber and be like, just like don't kill yourself,
Well, yeah.
right? Like
No.
like
Do that.
we've talked about that. Actually, this came up a couple times this week. How people have brought up to me that like the dentist suicide rate is a higher rate than other professions. I did look into this a little bit, not recently, so do your own research. Don't just trust us. I think our profession has just as much suicide rate as any other profession that attracts a similarly minded type people, like more of the A type personality people that hold themselves to these high level expectations that it takes to get through school and get through our programs, and therefore that's why you are always focused on how to optimize your day. You're always focused on how to add stress into your life by focusing on talking to the boat driver about his ROI on using the fuel instead of the sail, right? When we're doing our midnight or our nighttime cruises, right? So that your brain doesn't get that rest and relaxation that maybe some other minds do, and so you drive it crazy.
You drive crazy and just want to stop.
Yeah. With that, I think making sure our why we do what we do is so powerful that it overcomes that why not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when I think about quitting or doing something else, two things always come to my mind. One, the grass is not greener anywhere. Even when you say, I just want to go to the beach, hang out,
Yeah.
drinks. I don't drink alcohol, so drink some smoothies or virgin Mai Tais. I don't know what people do.
Have some sodas at the beach.
Yeah, like honestly, I think about that. I'm like, that is so awful.
Yeah.
Like I gotta do that every day for the rest of my life. Like that sounds.
Well, you'd burn. Right? It wouldn't work well for
It
you.
would not work.
For me, I'm like nude beach for the rest of my life. Put me there
with, a
with
bunch of
drinks.
males.
Yeah, no.
So I think I
just meant no clothes. I don't want to wear clothes if I don't have to.
Oh, okay. I thought you just want to be hang out with the boys,
No.
handsy. So one, I think anything you look at. So I think a lot of dentists believe their job is worse than other jobs.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's 100% not. There are jobs that are harder, more stressful. There's jobs that are easier, but are also less fulfilling. And so the grass is not greener, or even people that want to retire. That's not like grass is not green in retirement either. It sounds actually kind of awful.
Yeah.
If you just give up everything you are to become a lazy but and
Yeah.
grumpy. I mean,
I think we've had, I know I've had patients, I'm sure you've had patients too, that they retire. First few months, they're like, oh, it's great. First year, I'm bored. Or what am I
I've
gonna
done
do?
accomplished everything.
Yeah.
And you don't typically, I mean, it seems like it's 50-50 when you've been retired for a few years. Can turn grumpy. But so that's one of them. The grass is not greener, no matter if you go into a different occupation, a different dental office, a different retirement.
Yeah.
The grass is not
Other
greener.
businesses aren't easier.
No.
Owning other
No.
types of businesses doesn't make life better.
So when the second thing that comes to my mind, when things get hard, is I just start listing things I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
This came from I've done Ironmans. I ran 2 back-to-back Ironmans with Iron Cowboy.
Yeah.
And
I remember that.
When I was with him, and it was cool because it was just me and my buddy Bobby, and then him and his buddy, and so just the 4 of us.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is awful, man. Like,
why are we doing this?
and we're like, I can't remember which one we were, but I think we were in the 50s. So we're like 54 and 55, and he did 101. And I was like, what do you think about? Because I was trying to ask him, like, selfishly. We had a bike race from California to Colorado coming up, and I was just thinking, like, how do you get through the suck? And he said, you know what I think about, and he's sometimes in and out, but he said, I think about the POWs, the prisoner of wars, and just thinking, do not have any light.
Yeah.
They never know if they're getting out or not. And so he said, I have a light, and sometimes I'm just grateful there is a light.
Yeah. And
I took that also to me, like when I was running one of my Ironmans, I was like, I wanted to give up. It was like mile 16. I was really feeling it. And the thought came to me, I'm like, just say you're thankful for your feet that you can walk or run. And then I started thinking, like, at least I have legs, I can do this. And then you're like, okay, I'm actually feeling fine. You keep running, and you start thinking of things you're grateful for, and a lot of that pain and anxiety, the stress just goes away, and you can see more clearly maybe a path of, like, we are super fortunate for what we do and how fulfilling our jobs are, and how many things we get to do and experiences we get to have because of the money we make from doing what we do. So,
yeah, I think that's actually really cool.
Yeah. So if you ever go through really bad times, just listing, like, the silliest things, because sometimes when you're in a dark, because I've been dark before, and when you're in that mode, sometimes it's really like, shut up. I'm not thankful for anything. Like, my life sucks. It's miserable right now. And even sometimes it's like, hey, at least I can think it sucks. At least I have that thought.
I was gonna say, I've had that thought, and it is mind over matter for sure. I've had that thought where it's like, at least I get to own this business where someone can be mad at me.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
Or even when I tell people all the time, like, hey, when a patient sucks, I'm like, hey, we're going to I've said this before, at least we're making memories today, because we're not going to forget that patient.
Yeah.
Like, the other 20 people we saw today, we will probably forget.
Yeah.
But that one, we're going to remember for a little while. So be grateful for that memory.
I actually had a patient today, and it's like, at least I don't hate myself or my life as much as they do.
I've always wondered why they can be so. And I was visiting Medical Lake, and it's funny because Joe Rain came in. I'm like, oh, I'm glad you're here because we have a difficult one. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, difficult patient. I was like, why is he difficult? Well, he gets threatened on the phone. He's going to come in and show people how pissed he is.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, wow, okay. And I was in there, and I saw our doctors, and he was just doing all amazing. And Joe Rain's like, they always are all so nice to you. I'm like, yeah, they are. And when they're not, like, we think they're deranged.
Yeah.
Because, like, we get so much respect from our patients.
Yeah.
So when they're, like, mean to us and the team,
it's
you're like,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, you are a wild lady or man, Anyways, so that's why, and sometimes there's not a reason why you shouldn't quit, and sometimes it really is like, just pause a moment.
Yeah.
And be grateful for the things you have. And that gives you just a moment of clarity of why you continue to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
And maybe it is to the point, like, you get there, you have moments of clarity, and dentistry is not the answer.
Yeah.
And then you can find a way out that moves to a different occupation or leadership role or consulting or coaching, or you can even work for the insurance companies. I won't kill you. I won't.
You mean the traders of dentistry?
Yeah. they do
spies.
need. Have you talked to like? It's been years. So Delta Dental would like deny something. I would keep repealing it until you can request a phone interview. At least you used to be able to. And then I'll talk to the dentist, and they were the coolest people.
Yeah.
The dentists were so cool. Like, oh yeah, I totally get that. And they would approve it. It's the non-dentists we won't have any periodontists that listen to this, but the periodontists that work for insurance companies, I think are the devil.
Yeah.
they're like
they're all left-handed too, right?
they're like, I don't think they've actually finished their periodontal training school, and they just went for insurance companies.
Oh
Man, they're the worst. Like, because when we fight those SRP claims,
yeah.
I used to fight them like, well, I see a millimeter bone loss,
Yeah.
and they say, well, I don't, and I say, well, I do.
Yeah.
And they say, well, I don't. I'm like, well, prove me you can see a millimeter bone loss.
Yeah.
And then they pay the claim. But some periodontists are like crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's how you can fight SRP claims. Because all you need.
We don't hate all periodontists.
No, the
That's my
ones that work
disclaimer.
for insurance companies.
Yeah, just the ones.
Yes. Periodontists for your furniture are amazing people.
Yeah.
The ones I was just saying dentists that work for insurance companies are cool. The periodontists that work for insurance companies are the devil.
This episode is like scrap, man. Like, we're still gonna roll it out.
It's the best one we've ever had.
Like, what are we even talking about?
You can't quit. I think it's one of the best episodes we ever had. You're welcome. Just don't do perio and don't work for insurance companies.
Yeah.
And
are
then
you saying don't go into perio at all, or just don't be a periodontist that works for
dude,
insurance?
periodontists are amazing. We need them.
I know. I just want to
But the ones that go work for insurance companies, I think, are Satan's brother, and I think you have a
brother of Satan.
a dark life that, you're trying to get dentists to not do scanning replaning. Anyways,
yeah.
so if you are
True. Who's denying SRPs? Like,
periodontists,
yeah,
work for insurance company.
But like you were saying, you just said something. It kind of made clarity. It's like, yeah, you do hate patients. You're not even letting them get their teeth clean.
yeah. Well, they hate dentists.
Yeah.
The periodontists that work for insurance company hate dentists because we actually do the work for the patient, and then we don't get compensated for it because the periodontists that work for insurance companies hate dentists. They have they have an axe to grind. Someone didn't refer them a patient, and they got all mad, quit everything, and went work for the insurance company.
Like Billy Madison, like a list of names.
Yeah,
he crosses it out with
all
lipstick.
GPs. Yes, that's exactly what I picture. When you talk to a periodontist, it was like when you call the insurance company and it's a periodontist, you're like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
this is like talking to Satan himself. I am glad what he says. This podcast's not made for them.
Yeah,
but there are probably others they can listen to.
Yeah,
how to screw others.
Periodontists are people too.
Are they? Yeah. Well, yeah, periodontists, not the ones that work for.
But not the ones that work for.
Yeah,
we're gonna double down on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have one of the best periodontists in the East Valley in Arizona, Dr. John Peterson. He's great.
Yeah.
And Dr. Hudson Johnson, fantastic perio.
Who else do you want to name drop out there while you're at it?
That's my two.
Oh, yeah,
there are others. There's actually a couple I dislike, and I won't let my patients ever go in their office. But
we have a couple of those that just a few patients have gone there, and not necessarily by our choice, and just like had the worst experience ever.
So a periodontist, for those non-dentist listeners, or a dentist that do extra training they help our supporting structures of our teeth. So the gums and the bone. And so they do the small surgeries and they do implants and stuff like that to help keep teeth and keep implants in there. Anyways, so they do extra training, and it's one of those specialties. Man, I'm going to be offending periodontists left and right.
Yeah.
There are some amazing periodontists and there are some weird ones.
Yeah. It's like, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground.
No, it's really an odd one. Like orthodontists, at least in our area, they're all phenomenal guys.
Yeah, we have some really great
practitioners, great people. Endo are usually spot on too. I don't think we have any bad. Well, okay, we have one, but most are like really good oral surgeons. Like, you know that when you meet an oral surgeon, they're oral surgeon. But man, perio, man.
Like Iron Manners. How do you know they do Iron Man?
Yes, I already said it. I'm an Iron Man. I've told it to our followers. If you,
I'm a half Iron Man. One time. This guy talked me into it.
And he said he loved it so much.
So much.
Well, we hope that anything you got today is will help you not quit.
Yeah.
And stay in there and figure out what is fulfilling to you. And hopefully you can listen in with us and we can make dumb jokes and you can hang on through the tough times.
Yeah, if nothing else, just think about as at least you're not as annoying as us.
At least you're not Chase or Ryan.
Yeah.
That's true. You are probably going to live till you're 90.
Yeah.
I'm done at 72.
Yeah.
73, 4. I'll be surprised I'm not drooling in a rest home.
I'm definitely over halfway to my grave.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
easy.
Exactly. Unless I lose like 100 pounds stat.
Yeah.
And sell everything.
Well,
become like a.
They've got surgeons for that.
What's like a super low stress job?
No job. But then you go crazy.
Stressful. Yeah. It's got to be like a meter reader.
Meter reader.
You're just walking
around. What about a parking attendant?
No, then stressed. Like people are going to come after me.
No.
People are not going to like me.
No, like someone sitting in the booth.
Oh, but you're taking the money. And then like someone's stressed, like, oh, I don't have my money. All right, you get to go this way.
Parking attendant imitation I've ever heard. Also the first.
Meter reader. Dude, is there a simpler job than a meter reader? You're just walking around reading the meter. And you don't even do it anymore. You just have like a wand, I think.
Yeah, that just
reads it. You don't have to write anything down. Well, those are that's my love for the reader meters.
Are you talking about meter readers like as in parking meters? Or are you talking meter readers as in like water and gas?
Water and gas.
Yeah, and electricity? Yeah.
Like,
what about the vicious dog?
Auto. Oh, shoot. Well, water meters in the public area typically.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. So yeah, water meter reader. Yeah.
Okay.
If that's a thing anymore. I know it used to be.
I think I think you can get that like automatically done now.
I doubt in Spokane you can.
Yeah. We don't get water in Spokane.
At least in Medical
Lake. We just
Lake.
melt it from the snow in the mountains.
Yeah, water's free for all.
Anyway.
All right, well, we kept going. Well, thank you for joining another episode of The Dentist Show.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And we are The Dentist Show.
Thanks for listening to The Dentist Show. We hope that this episode helped you make smiles about more than teeth. To get more resources to grow as a dentist and to learn more about Chase and Ryan, go to thedentistshow.com or just follow the link in the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, share with another dentist in your life and help us grow the movement. And be sure to rate and review wherever you're listening.